Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon. Sorry for the delay. I hope you can hear me and see me too. Welcome back from this fantastic sunny weekend here in Spain. I hope you had a fantastic 2 days off as well, relaxed and ready for another monster rally on the market. That's just unbelievable. Hola, Nitsan. Hi, Anne. Good morning to you. Nice to see you, Brian. Good morning. Clifton, Scott, DVG. Nice to see everyone. I'm okay. I hope you are doing great too. Thanks for asking. Well, guys, this market is not okay. In my opinion, that's just wow. It seems like that really that there is no sell-off in the vocabulary of the stock market since APO traders, and seems like it's not going to be. However, I must tell you that most of the big names are still on the on the opinion that a bubble is forming. However, there is still room to go. Where, yeah, definitely there is room to go. We can just go 100K with an S100, for example. I'm just kidding indeed, but seems like that this market is definitely unstoppable. And one small good news, which is very much just only a company-specific news, like for example, today for the AMD deal with OpenAI, it's just enough to push the markets really back to the all-time highs in no time. And this is what has happened. AMD deal with OpenAI is just helped to the AMD back for new all-time highs, and together with the triple Q as well. Triple Q is up 607.90 at the moment, or it was even higher, as you can see. And let me just check it whether it was like an official new all-time high or not yet. The all-time high before it was 607.16, 607.33. So yes, it's an official new all-time high on the triple Q. Let's see. And as I told you, the Nasdaq is up 0.78%. SPY is not that strong, but still, I must tell you, it's strong enough to clear out a nice green day if it's going to be. However, on Friday, we have seen quite of a shooting star, but this market doesn't care about shooting stars or even red candles. SPY is up 0.30%, and definitely it has not reached the all-time high yet. Well, maybe later into the day. So definitely the triple Q and the Nasdaq is the one which is just pushing up the overall market together with the AMD. AMD is up 36%. It's a very exaggerated move on this news. Yeah, I understand it's a good news, but guys, like, have you imagined like 10 years ago if you were in the trading area that you could see one day push 36% just on a news? On a big name at least. It's just amazing. Actually, I'm still completely astonished by these huge moves indeed. Hi Buza, good morning or good evening to you, to be precise. Hi Tara, nice to see you. AMD made your day in the swing account. Very good, Nitsan. Very well done. Seems like this is your month on the swings. I'm really and the last month as well with the Tesla. I'm very happy to hear that. Well done. Indeed. Hi, Zuki. Hi, Lee. Good morning to you guys. Andy, nice to see you. Okay, AMD, MUN, the Tesla. It's here. AMD MU Pass, Tesla. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to watch them. Andy, you have a lot on the table. That's good indeed. PLTR, definitely I'm watching. And QUBT or GTI seems like that big quantum names are pulling back. But you know what? I was expecting them to pull back one day, but maybe this is just still this by the dip kind of pullback. Who knows? However, QUBT, it's in a bigger pullback now, and definitely as the OpenAI chose AMD over NVIDIA, NVIDIA it's not the best shape after this news, and not even AVGO. AVGO and NVIDIA, both of them are going to be on my shortlist indeed. So far traders very strong, especially Triple Q Nasdaq at the moment. Last week the healthcare was pushing it up. This week, or rather, seems like again the big names are back, especially AMD. I'm still going to watch one more small stock here, MBLY, which is up almost 5%. This can be quite of a good mover. So MBLY is still going to be on my list. But before we just shaping our list, let's just check the news here. Hi, Arika. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Okay, guys, so let's see the news. As I mentioned you, the big news, the first and the almost big news for today is the AMD AI deal. And if I'm just surfing among the financial headlines, here it is that the Dow S&P Nasdaq set for gains with AMD stock soaring, gold at record highs, oil advancing, and the Bitcoin just broke a new all-time high during the weekend traders. And not even mentioning the Japanese stock exchange, the Nikkei, which was just pushing 5% higher on the news of the new first new and the first woman on the Japanese government indeed. So her name is Sanae Takaichi. Hopefully I'm pronouncing well. And she is also a China hawk and favors revising Japan's Article 9, which I'm just checking the news here. So actually, her role just led the Nikkei to the highest in all time, so a new all-time high. And actually, again, she just became the country's first female prime minister. So this is why Japan is so happy at the moment. And let's see how it's going to finish. 4.75, and it's hovering towards to this 50K level. Amazing. Hang Seng was not that happy. Also, it was bank holidays last week. Indeed, but it's still not back on the track. Hi, Sharko. Nice to see you. Okay, traders, today is the 6th of October and no major economic news. As you know, the shutdown is still in place. What does it mean? No economic data. Anyway, it was nothing for today, but FOMC member Schmid is going to speak at 5 p.m. Well, that's it. For tomorrow, lots of FOMC member speakers again. CNY, it's still a bank holiday. As I've told you, indeed, FOMC member Kashkari is going to speak tomorrow at 11:30, and before that, 10 o'clock, Bostich, Bauman, trade balance. It's tentative. I don't think so. We will see this number for tomorrow. Wednesday, again, a lot of FOMC member speakers. FOMC meeting minutes due, 2 p.m. on Wednesday. And again, the economic numbers are tentative. For example, construction spending, I don't think so. We will see that. Neither factory orders or final wholesale inventories on Thursday. Not highly likely we are not going to see that. But Friday, maybe the non-farm employment change is going to be released if, again, the government is going to open. Well, an average what the experts are expecting, like an average length of the shutdown, they remain on this 14 days. Well, let's see. That means that we still have at least 1.5 weeks until the government is going to open. But seems like market is not bothering at all. Hi, Blake. Nice to see you. Sad good morning to you. All right, traders. So here we are. No economic data for the week, highly likely, but a bunch of FOMC member speakers. And as I've told you, all-time highs everywhere where I just look. Triple Q, it's an all-time high. AMD all-time high. Gold, the Bitcoin. So it's amazing indeed. And let's see what kind of stocks we should just put on our watch list. Well, we don't have too many, I mean, on the news side, but on the moving side, even a little bit more. So AMD again, 23%, which is now 36, following a deal reached by OpenAI and AMD that could see that ChatGPT parent take a 10% stake in the AMD. That's quite of a big number. Commercant, third Bank Corp, which is FITB, is down. The fifth third Bank Corp announced a $10.9 billion all-stock deal to buy the regional bank Comerica. So that's why both of them are moving. Of course, the one which bought the other one is going down. I don't really like that stock, so I'm not going to put it on my list. Boeing is here 1% higher after Bloomberg reported that the airplane maker plans to accelerate its production of jets in its 737 MAX line, and the company could reach 42 jet output per month for its 737 MAXes as soon as October, the report said. Now let's see, BA, how does it look like in the pre-market? Well, I would say it's getting up, but it really needs to break this 220. I would say 220, which we should watch and check whether it can just push it. You know what, guys? I'm just going to get my list here. So we have BA, first of all, Tesla, because Tesla got some news as well, 2% higher after a teaser video on social media platform X sparked speculation that the electric vehicle maker is ramping up the release of a new car. Wow. Okay, Tesla. Let's see. Micron is higher too. Morgan Stanley upgraded from overweight to equal weight. And Morgan Stanley said to expect multiple quarters with price increases in the double digits. Well, on MU, that's a nice move higher. AMD, I mentioned, it's strong. MBLY, I'm going to watch. These are to the long side. Okay, what else? I'm going to keep an eye definitely on the Bitcoin related stocks like Coin, even Hood as well, because as I've told you, Bitcoin is new all-time high. And to the short side, I'm going to watch AVGO and VDA for sure, and QUBT and Rigetti too, but I'm going to be careful. QUBT and Rigetti, as you know, these are the beasts of the month and the last month as well, indeed. But NVIDIA and AVGO are suffering because of this OpenAI deal with the AMD. So as you know, in this case, it's not a symbolic play, but it's like a definitely it's a competition play. AMD soaring for new all-time highs, and in the meantime, NVIDIA and AVGO are pulling back. Among the big Max 7 names, by the way, I've seen Google to the red side together with Meta. So Google, Meta, red. Apple, slightly green, but it was red in the pre-market. Microsoft, so 0.24%. Amazon is the strongest, by the way, with 0.53% at the moment, at least. So let's just watch these Max 7 stocks as well. But at the moment, I think traders, or at least today, the focus is going to be on the smaller or lower price stocks. So here we are. This is my list for today. I'm just going to wish you a beautiful green day to start the week with. I hope you will have a great start, because I would say this can just give a great vibe for the coming days. And seems like again that the bulls are not stopping, guys. It's completely insane market valuations all over the way. So let's see what's going to come next. I just wish you good luck and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Traders, top of the morning to everybody, and welcome to the 44 Trading Room. Welcome to a beautiful Monday morning. Here we go, start of the week, and what a week it was last week. Good positive week, good positive results. Stick with us here in the 44 Trading Room. We're going to get into today here in just a minute. And listen to this. Futures are up higher this morning. In fact, we're off the highs, but still pointed in the right direction, looking good for a nice open to the upside. We'll see what that has to, if that plays on, or if we get a little bit of a sell-off, or if we just continue this miraculous ride that we have. Listen, traders, post your trades that you're looking at this morning. Appreciate Andy doing that and Darren this morning. Thank you so much for doing that. And Zuki, it's really important that we get all that down. Everybody's effort all bunched into one here. It's for the good of the room and for us to be profitable. Let's talk about these markets. And in the overnight session, we saw the Nikkei, get this, are you ready? Up almost 5%. That's right, 5% in one day, up 2,175 and 26, hitting a record close here. The Hong Kong Hang Seng down 183 and the Shanghai up 20.246, up a 0.5%. The Nikkei on fire. Unbelievable movement there in the Nikkei. Europe still in session here. German DAX up 76. FTSE in UK up 24, and the CAC 40 in Paris down 101. You combine that with Asia, and you've got 4 markets up, 2 markets down, putting pressure on the U.S. futures to the upside this morning. That's what we have. Dow futures this morning up 100. NASDAQ futures up 198 this morning. S&P futures up 20. So we're going to be moving higher out of the gate this morning. Oil's up 61 cents to 61.49 per barrel. And oh yes, gold up $48.50. This is really an unbelievable ride in the gold. And it's up over 3,900, 39.57.40, above 3,900 for the first time on safe haven demand, and heading towards that 4,000 magical round number. A couple things fueling the fire here this morning. Paul Tudor Jones in the news saying ingredients are in place for a massive rally before a blow off top to the bull market here. AMD in the news skyrocketing 35% as OpenAI looks to take a stake in the AI chip maker. So that's good. That's what's leading the futures higher this morning. And again, Treasury Secretary Bessent to remain as IRS commissioner after filling role on temporary basis, sources say. So, okay, that's good. Firefly is leaping 14% after buying defense tech firm for $855 million. I need to put Firefly up here. It's FLY. I did not do that earlier, but I just read that right now, so I'm going to add that to my list this morning. Stock looks good and poised to run higher this morning. In fact, I'm going to put it here on the main screen on FLY, and then I'll put IONQ over here. Got a lot to choose from this morning. But nonetheless, the market looks great here, moving forward here this morning. And we'll see if this holds on for the day. But remember, trading this morning session, we're focused on being profitable, and that's what it takes to become a great trader. Good morning to all here in the room. Steve, good morning to you. Clifton, good morning. Brian, good morning. Lee, good morning to you. Zuki, good morning. Andy, thank you so much for posting. The other one here, this EOSE, I didn't have this down. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good this morning, EOSE, and then you had, let's see, CRWV, I've already got that one down. That one's nice this morning. BMNR, just taking a quick look at these. Yeah, BMNR looks really good this morning. PLTR, yeah, a little flat this morning, PLTR. RCAT, looking good. Okay, and that's about it. QUBT on the short side. Okay, perfect. Thank you for posting, Annie. Really appreciate that. Okay, yep, Seth, good morning to you. Good to see you here this morning. Steve, good morning. SPRB, that's one I did not have. SPRB, take a look at that. Oh, yeah. Running out of some volume here this morning, but looks good. Okay. Wake me up when that one runs, if it does, Steve. Darren, good morning. Jeff, good morning. Jay, good morning. DVG, good morning. Amir, yep, good morning. Thank you so much for SP. Yep. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of stuttered right now, right? SPRB. I'll keep it up here. We'll watch it together. Okay, Mark O, good morning, and great to have everybody here this morning. Okay, stocks. We got about 4 minutes left here. Posting the alert here this morning. The AMD trade over 226, which is over that now. But any pullback on AMD would be a buy. Fly this morning, 32. I'll be watching Fly, one of my favorite stocks here this morning, over 32. Now, this stock here, any pullback towards 30 would even be better. We'll watch that and see. And then Micron this morning, MU on this pullback here this morning in the pre-market. MU long this morning over 196.50, and then we can add at 197 and call it a day on MU. Tesla looks good. Boeing looks great this morning. Should top off at that 219. And if you look here, if you go back to the daily chart, 220, you get over 220 and should be launching towards 230 here. So we'll watch that stock and more today as we get this day started. Okay, I am set to rock and roll this morning. We'll get DVG in here for some comments this morning pre-market, see what he's looking at, and then we should be really, really good to go this morning and looking forward to trading with everybody today. Should be a great positive day. Whichever way you're trading these markets, whether you're trading them short or long, just remember, be careful. Make sure your share size is correct, something that you can manage, and let's have a great day today. DVG, are you out there this morning?
Yeah, good morning, Scott. You hear me okay?
Can hear you just fine. Good morning.
Right on. Good morning, 44 Trading Nation. What a weekend. And what news we have from AMD. Massive, massive push up to all-time highs at 227.30. It looks like we're going to open there in the next few minutes. 227.30, the target to watch on AMD at its all-time high back on March. What is that? March the 8th of 2024. So March the 8th, 2024, we are there now. Big news partnering with OpenAI. Worth noting, today's the big OpenAI Dev Day, day one, and that's going to be kicking off at 1 p.m. officially, but who knows, maybe some announcements to hit the headlines in between there. I'll be keeping an eye on AVGOs, a sympathy play to this huge move that we're seeing on AMD. So I'll likely go long right out of the gate. It looked pretty bad at the open, or pre-market rather, and I may be able to take advantage of some of this dip here. Maybe we get up to like the 345 area. So I'll be definitely trading AVGO this morning. And then, of course, looking for some sympathy plays. You know, Sanmina getting some decent news also in parallel behind the scenes. If you guys watch SANM, not a stock I would typically trade. I'll keep an eye on it. It's a lower volume stock, so I'll be patient there. And then, of course, Hood kind of ranking at the top of my list today. Let's see what it does at 153, putting in new all-time highs every single day. Maybe we continue. Guys, the Qs, absolutely relentless. We talked about what a Wyckoff distribution would look like. Started that process. Maybe this is the up thrust, but right now I wouldn't go against the tape considering we continue to move higher. The more uncertainty we have around these government shutdowns gives opportunity to not release information that's key to make a decision. So why not run up the markets in the meantime? So that's what it seems like it's happening right now. Definitely going to be a little bit more on the bullish side. And I'll send it back to you, Scott.
So on AVGO, are you thinking a long this morning or a short this morning?
Yeah, I'm going to see how it behaves. I'm going to keep an eye on this like 336 area. If it starts to reject there, maybe short. I definitely am keeping an eye on the other Mag 7 names like Meta, maybe to aim lower just because they're high beta names. So I may be shorting Meta this morning, probably right where it's at now, 705. Let's see what it does there at the open. But AVGO, this 336 area, kind of a key area for me to watch as we open up. If we hold that level, great. I'll go long and see if we push into the 340s. If not, I'm more than happy to short it.
Okay, very good. Let's see here. As we get started here in 7 seconds, let's have a great day today, traders. And the market is open. There we go. AVGO, just no volume really to speak of right now. Let me know what you're seeing this morning, what you're looking at. Fly pulling down. I would say under 30, I would get interested in Fly. There we go. There's fly. Once the ask, let's see if we get under 30. It's kind of spready right now, so we'll watch that and see. I'm thinking AVGO short this morning, possibility.
I was too slow on Meta to short it, but I may be still interested in it. Cracking the 700. Let's see if it pushes above 700 again. Anything above there, I'll probably take it to the downside there. AVGO, I'm liking it here. Let's see what it does at 336. Relatively slow open considering how high we're pushing here. All right, let's see what Meta looks like here.
Hood coming down nicely too this morning. Possible buying opportunity.
Path has a nice push here at 1440.
I'm watching Path as well.
All right, let's go long AVGO here. $336. Okay, small build here. Pulling back a bit. Maybe you get your short here, Scott. I don't know. Okay, small long position on AVGO.
Loving Hood this morning.
AMD pulling back $10. Wow.
I'm going to come into Hood at 151 on Hood, HOOD. MU coming down too. Fly looks good. Not a lot of volume there. Okay, 151 Hood. I'll post it here. $152 target. Actually, 153 target on Hood.
Less than ideal entry on Meta short, but that's okay. Got a 698. Really wanted to hit it at the open, 705-ish, but no luck. It dumped right out the gate. So let's see if I get some continuation. Hopefully we don't bounce here, but here comes AVGO. I'll add over the close 338. I also just pulled up Oracle. I like this chart right now, 293.50. We'll keep an eye on it. Here comes AVGO. Get ready for an ad here.
I still like Fly, $30.
293.60 in an Oracle. Not the best entry. Again, market order. It's okay. We'll add if we need to.
AVGO running higher now. AMD, if you're going to take a chance, it's right here, 216.
I'm going to add the Oracle here over 295. I might go full share size on it, actually. Let's see how it behaves. Just got my ad on AVGO at 338. Let's see if we can get liftoff now. I'm looking for like 342, ideally. First target.
Okay, I'm going to go long AMD 220. So I'm watching Hood and AMD.
Here comes the takeoff on AVGO, guys. Let's go.
Watch the 151 entry here on Hood, HOOD.
I'm putting them up. Some for sale, 342 for partial. If we can get there, be a nice trade for me this morning. Meta's okay. I'm going to take a partial here in a moment. We're down at 694 now. Looking good. Actually, I'll take it now.
Long Hood.
695.04. That's too bad.
Long Hood.
So over a 694 print, I got 695.04. So that's fine. I'll let the rest run on Meta. Come on, AVGO. I have them up for sale at 342 for partial. So they're sitting there. If we get run over, that's great. I'll let the rest run. Here we go. Here comes AVGO, guys. Anybody in this trade? Let's go. Oracle now looking great. I'm going to add early Oracle and see if we get the lift off before the 295 breakout, if we can get it. Very nice. Very nice. Maybe today's the day on Apple. It's a short. I won't touch it, but we'll see. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll get 255 put options. 295. I'll get 10 of them for Apple. Guys, here comes the move on Oracle now. Let's see if we get a pop. Guys, we just got our partial filled on AVGO at 342. Let's go.
Nice. Nice call. Super move.
Sorry, I just realized I put ABGO. It's AVGO, guys. I just noticed I typed that wrong in the post. Sorry for that, y'all. But I know we were talking about it, so hopefully you guys caught that. Right on. Yeah, it's still going. So we got our runners working. We got runners working on Meta, and I'm still waiting for Oracle to really start, shape shifting up to like 297.
225 is the target on AMD. 225 AMD.
Let's keep an eye on the cues here and the SPY. Watching the 200 EMA pretty closely on both of these. SPY under the 200 EMA, which could, maybe hit those Mag 7 names like Meta and Apple. So I've got 10 put options on Apple. That's for Friday. So buy some time there.
Where is AVGO going?
364 is the magic number for me. So 20 points more, but
yeah, well,
I don't know if it's going to get that high today. But also worth noting, I think you guys saw the news on these what are they called? Quantum names. So someone went out and took pictures of their headquarters, and they're like hole in the wall places. Which I'm not hating on it. Like, you got to remember, a lot of these big tech companies started in a garage. But I think a lot of hate came from that, and Mike just started dumping those names. So we see that in like QUBT and several others. But if you Google that, I'm sure you can check it out and see those photos that were posted. Guys, I'm going to take a little bit more off AVGO just to let the rest go. 343 print. Here we go. Apple looking great, guys. I'm up $500 on these put options. Sweet. Let's keep it going. There's a 255 strike for Friday.
Wow, MU at 200 now.
That's crazy. I remember when MU was like $40 or something like that, $60.
Boeing, great news, and it just totally sold off.
Watching the cues here. 607.16, all-time high for the 2nd of October. Let's see what we do at that level. We're trying to hold it now.
Well, the Dow told us what it wanted to do, so it popped and dropped. Dow's down now 33 points. NASDAQ holding on to a 100-point winner right now.
I'm up 5 points now on Meta. I wish I would have taken it for full share size. Bummer. Oh, well. Okay, I'm going to take a little more off Meta here, guys, just to bank some more profit. Keep an eye on the cues here. 607.16, the level to watch. Again, remember, we are sitting at all-time highs, so hard to be bearish, but maybe some profit taking. Fine by me. That's why we're taking advantage of names like Meta and even Apple right now. If Apple cracks 255, maybe we get that final break I've been waiting for a while, down to 247. Good news is I have options. So I put up, how much did I pay for these things? $2.90. So I put up $2,900 and I'm up $600, $700 right now. It's not a bad deal.
Okay, AMD stop loss will be 215. NASDAQ only up 77 points.
I'm going to take half off the put options on Apple. Nice little trade there. And the rest I'll leave till probably Friday if we continue lower. So that'll be on autopilot. Meta, I'm going to take my final partial here. Let's see what we do down at 691. If we break into the 690s, I'll take some more off. Unbelievable trade. Guys, there it is. Let's wait. There we go. Boom. 690, 61.
Wow. Very nice.
Almost 8 points. I wish I would have taken a bigger chunk, but that's okay. Been trading into the strength all day, taking what I can. Guys, keep an eye on AMD. The 200 EMA is sitting at 209 right now. And 50% retrace of that move pre-market puts us right around 198, let's call it, 197.5. Let's keep an eye on the cues, guys. Breaking a little lower. Same with the SPY. Let's not panic yet. This could be an opportunity to buy more, but if you're in a short position, let's see how if we can take advantage of some of that. Got 15 minutes into the session. I could be done.
Yeah, that's terrific. And I'll tell you what, the way that this market is shaping up right now, the NASDAQ's only up 59 points now after being up over 200. So we've obviously come down a bunch. And where we go from here, I don't know. Fly getting ripped here. AMD holding on, decently. I just have small share size because I want to add to it, but we'll see if this works. Need a bounce in the market, otherwise it's going to be down we go.
So a fun little lesson in options we'll do quickly here, if that's okay. But if you were to buy a flyer on AMD, let's say last Friday, or this Friday's expiration, or anytime last week, something way out of the money, the implied volatility levels right now on these options chain is insane. like a $230 strike on a call option is up 33,900%. You heard that right.
Wow.
33,900%. Pretty wild. Where's my buddy Jeff? Apple, we finally got right today. Unfortunately, though, just with options, not the shares.
Come on, AMD. Just sitting there doing nothing.
I'm going to put more for sale on AVGO up at 345, which is right around where we should break out. But I'm going to take some risk off just because positions are looking great. Qs are moving higher, which is a good sign. SPY is having a little bit of trouble limping around there. And Meta, I'll close out my position at 6. Actually, let's just put it at my entry 698 for the tiny little runners I've got left. Yeah, Jay, I was just saying that. So right now, as an example, I'm looking at the call options for AMD. So right now wouldn't be the time to buy options unless you're like hyper bullish that it's going to go to like 270. But to give you perspective, so there today, the $230 call options are up now 43,400%. That would be, you made 40 times your money today if you had that option from last week. But it's, if you're not familiar with options or you're new to options, this is the time not to buy it. And the reason is, can you make money? Sure. Why? There's a lot of optimism. There's a lot of applied volatility. Like if you look at the Greeks on that options chain, that's almost 100% premium built into that, right? And the reason is you're 15 points away from a 230 strike. So that $4 premium, in order for it to realistically make money, you have to get over $434 on AMD for it to actually be worth that $4. So right now, if you were an options holder, this is the ideal time to dump those positions because you're going to make a ton of money on premiums. And it's because that implied volatility is just so high, right? It moved up 50 points, 60 points, right? So what's the actual number it moved up today? Let's see. Yeah, it's up 49 points now, and it was up, what, another 15 points? So yeah, it was up over 60 points.
That's really testing me here on AMD. Only staying in here because of the small share size, but should be out of the trade already on AMD. If it flushes here below 213.20, I'll be done. AVGO could have shorted that at the top as well. Thought about it.
I'm watching 209.50 area on AMD like a hawk right now.
Tesla coming down. Not seeing a ton. Path's starting to make a comeback here. That fly stock looked good, but then I'm out of the AMD trade right here. out of all shares AMD. So I start my day in the red. Dow's down 102. Let's see, SPRB again.
I may dump the last little bit of runners here I have on AVGO just at my entry now. It's a nice trade. Luckily, we got paid on it, but now we're just, the runners are back to break even. Being patient here. So Scott, I'm going to take AMD if it gets down to 209 print. Maybe a second chance. I don't know. You'd be open to that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, getting rid of AVGO in just a moment. We're at the 200 EMA. Let's see what it does. Hopefully we bounce a little bit. If not, we'll give back, a couple bucks here. No big deal.
Maybe AMD again. I don't know. Either that or AVGO here on this pullback. I think I'm going to try for an AVGO trade. It's pretty strong today off this bottom here. So when it gets under 335, I'm going to go long AVGO. Okay. So I'm going to post it here. AVGO. Oops. AVGO long under over 335. And I may just come in now. I'll give it a chance here. AVGO. See if it flushes here or not.
I still have my little runners on AVGO 336 entry from the beginning of the day.
Boeing's starting to go now.
Okay, I'm watching AMD just tag the 210 print for a moment. Let's see if we get 209. I want to see a little undercut under the 200 EMA, which is right at, like right now about 209.40-ish. But if we bounce there right away, I don't know, 210, I may end up getting in. We'll see.
Okay, no trade on AVGO. I'm going to come in right here, though, on AVGO. I am long the stock at 335.09. There we go, 335.09. I am long AVGO. Small share size because I can always add up here.
Okay, we just tagged the 209 print in AMD. Let's see if we get that 209.50 area. If not, I may be a little late to the party getting in at the 210 print, but let's see if we get a bounce here. If not, I may dump my AVGO. If we go any further, like a 343 print, I can afford it, but Scott, you and I are in that one together.
Right on. Target will be 340 for myself. So let's see if we can really get this to go here.
Okay, getting ready here on AMD 209.50. I'm going to put it out there in just a second. Let me wait for this candle to push a little more. Come on. Waiting for the drop. Maybe I'll get a better entry. There we go. There we go. Keep going. Keep going.
Nasdaq's only up 75 points now.
I'm going to go for AMD here. 209.50. I put it out there because it's under that print. Let's see if there it is. We're in. AMD. And this is a nibble because we could easily break like we are now. Probably should have waited to see if we see the follow through and then wait for the bounce back up, but that's okay. Small share size. We're going to nibble on the pullback here and see if we get a bounce. Anything under 208, I'll get out and see if we get a better entry. AVGO looking good. We're break even now on the runners. Let's see if we can get a push.
Again, target 340 on AVGO.
Okay, still waiting on AMD.
Also going to come into Hood right here at 147, posting this
call.
trade here. HOOD, long 147. I'm going to take small share size here, but I'm going to add. I'm looking for Hood to be a trade of the day type of thing here. I'll add at 148, 149, target 150. I'm going to try to go extra full share size here.
Okay, we're going to dump the little mini trade I took on AMD. That's okay. Small loser there, but I'll wait. Maybe we get a better entry. I don't mind. Let's remember where the 50% retrace is from that move. I don't know if we're going to drop that low, but we can. So let's see behaviorally what happens on AMD. 196 is kind of where that 50% retrace from the move sits. I don't know if we're going to go that low.
Yeah, just in here at
Small add
147.
AVGO here. Small add.
I'm full share size AVGO now, traders. And again, target's going to be that 340 area. We're right above the VWAP, so that's good news. Hood is building. Man, MU. I'm going to take a chance again on. I'm going to take a chance on MU for the first time here.
Power of stop losses. Meta got taken out my initial entry. No big deal. We made money on that one. Still have how many options I got left on this Apple trade? 3. I got 3 contracts left on Apple that expire Friday. So technically those could go to 0, and I don't mind.
AVGO looking good now. Come on. Let's take 340 out. Be a home run trade.
I'm going to go for AMD again. Let's do a market order here. Oh, that's gross. 208.88. I got back in. I call it the needle and thread. I should have waited for right now to get back in that trade at 209.50 for it to come back through that level. Let's see if we get a push. 208.88. I'm not going to post that, but close enough to 209.50. Took me out on my initial small size. We came in for the same size, but at 208.88. And I'm more than happy to add if we get over 210.50. I'll just market order a bigger chunk.
Come on, AVGO. Don't give up on us here. No trade, MU. Market holding in there.
Decent pullback now on the SPY. Q's still pretty strong.
Yeah, Hood just needs to get up to that dotted red line.
Glad I had the ad on AVGO looking great. Now I'm going to add again. There we go. 339.50. I'm going to take probably like 70% of the trade if we get anywhere in that 342 to 343 area. But if we end up taking out that high of session, we should break out. So not going to be greedy, just going to take my money. Nice pop on Hood there, Scott.
Yep. Nice move. And then hopefully we get through that. I'm going to add right at that dotted line there. And then target's going to be 150. Got to get that volume going. MU no trade. Can you say 340 AVGO? Traders, this is going to be a big trade for me here. Getting a little greedy on the way up here on AVGO. But we got in at the perfect time on AVGO. I'm in here 335.09. We're looking at 5 points now up to that 340 plus. Full share size trade.
Boom.
Yep.
Here we go. Wait for it. 342 coming.
Hood. Here comes Hood.
Nice move on Hood. Good call out, by the way. I was watching that one. I didn't take it there at the bottom with you.
I've got to come out of some of this AVGO. It's just the proper thing to do. Funny thing is, it's only up $1.31, $1.37 right now, and this thing should be like 344 plus with this market in gear.
At this point, I'm hoping AMD gets to, I don't know, 215. That'd be a cool trade.
Yeah. Okay, we're full share size on Hood, HOOD. Let's rock and roll, traders.
Good luck, man. I hope that one takes off for you.
150. Here we go. All right, out AVGO, half the trade, not 3/4, half the trade. AVGO out.
I'm waiting 3/4 at 342 again.
Crush that, baby. That's beautiful trade right there, traders. 5 points on the AVGO trade. 5 points. 149 now on Hood, HOOD at 149. Hopefully get it. Just poking its head into green territory right now.
Ooh, look at this. I'm watching the level 2. Hopefully that's buyers, not sellers stacking AMD. Some big order blocks getting thrown around right now on AMD. Whoa. Some perspective on AMD as well. Average volume in the last 30 days, 45 million in a day. And today, it's trading 113 million shares, y'all. Hence your volatility in the options chain that we're seeing.
That's a stock that's called in play.
Absolutely. AVGO, guys, I think I'm going to join Scott in taking 75% of my trade off here in just a moment. Let's see if we get the push now into 342. I want to see a big green candle, if possible. My AMD trade just kind of waffling. Come on. Come on, AVGO. Give me one big green spike. 341, 342. Be happy to take some more off this trade. Okay, now or never, AMD. Let's go.
Come on. Don't mind the pause. Don't mind the pullback. Just hopefully it continues on.
I'm waiting for a 210.5 on AMD so I can add a chunky piece on this thing. Another 1 point. Surprising to see the spread is like less than 20 cents right now. Okay, getting ready to add here on AMD. Let's get it over 210.50. Got close. 210.35. Let's see if we get a bigger push here. Goal will be around 215 to take a partial, guys. Here we go. Getting ready. I can't go in until I see a legitimate push. So I may get a later add over 210.50. I want to see it validate the move. We just got up to 210.51. I didn't have a limit order there. It'd be a market add. But that 210.51 got rejected immediately. So I want to see a big push. Maybe I get an add at 211. Who knows? But I have a market order ready. If we can turn around on AMD. AVGO, guys, I'm going to take a partial here. 75% of the trade is off on AVGO. We still got runners there. Come on, AMD. You can do it. Tell you what, I'm going to go for an early add here on AMD. If it messes up and goes the other way, we dump it. There we go. We're in. There's the add in anticipation of the move. Hopefully I don't kick myself. That'll be one I get to write in the journal, Scott, that I screwed up. But trying to be a little ahead of this move. Here we go. There it is, over 210.50. Let's see it push.
Oh, AVGO.
211. Come on, AMD. Don't slow down now. Meanwhile, my last 3 contracts on Apple up only 31 bucks on it. Womp womp. That's all right. We made money on them. I'm not worried about it. AMD, come on. Give me a 3-point pop to the upside, not to the downside. Q's kind of stagnant right now.
Look at AVGO go. Come on. Come on, Hood. You got up and went, and now nothing. What are you doing? Boeing's screaming now. I knew better. Remember I said, DVG, I said the stock had great news today about more production, more planes, and then it gets pounded at the start. Goes from what, 218.80 all the way down to 216, and now straight back up.
I would say it's a good call. At 216.60 is the channel, top side of the channel that I have marked at 214.45, bottom end of the channel, 216.60. The fact that we're holding above that means this actually may be the move. So Scott, I think that's got your name written all over it right now.
Yeah.
For that breakout to the upside.
We'll see how it behaves here at the top of the pre-market. And I need Hood as well, so.
I don't like the failed turnaround on AMD. It should have popped, so I may end up dumping this position again for a small losing trade, but I'll be patient. But definitely not liking this setup. I'm more than happy to dump it and then re-enter later on if needed. But I'll hold a little longer here. My Apple put options officially went red 20 bucks on the last 3. That's fine. We'll see how it behaves. Here you're asking about OKLO. Let me look. Oh, yeah. Looks good. Looks good. And then, Vincent, what does that line mean on AMD? I don't know which line you're talking about, Vincent.
If you're looking at my chart, the blue line, Vincent, that's the VWAP line. So that's what everybody uses. That's what the majority of traders use in the world for day trading. You know, they see that the volume weighted average here, when it comes in, you'll start to see people will buy around it. There we go. People will buy around it. People will also, look at that as support resistance line, much like you do a moving average.
Well, I may dump AMD again for small loss, unfortunately, but I'll be patient. Perfect day is an example of like managing risk, right? Like AMD, we took a couple, small losing trades. Nothing that's like really going to set me back. But a couple monster trades on Meta, decent trade for options on Apple, huge trade on AVGO today.
I think 220 would be it on Boeing if we get there. Wow, look at AVGO go. All right, I'm going to let another quarter out right here on AVGO, 141.50, and I'm out. Just a quarter of the trade left now, maybe searching for the high of the day.
I will dump AMD if we don't turn around soon. And these Apple put options, like, I'm down $60 on them, so I can hang on to these for a little while. If we get over $100, I may just dump them. Why? Well, because I already took $700 off the trade, so giving back $100, that's fine by me. All right, AMD guys, I may go full share size on this sucker. If we get over the 209.50 area, I may nail it for full share size to see if we get a pop to 215 area. It needs to get over this 200 EMA. It's having trouble right now. Three, two. There it is. There it is. Come on, get up there. Get up there. This could be a huge trade, Scott, if I go full share size on this thing.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Come on. It's literally having trouble with the 200 EMA. Like, it's sitting right on it right now. I got this thing zoomed in, like, super tight on the price action. Hold on. All right, let's do it. Full share size. Let's hit it. AMD, go. Come on. Now or never. If it now goes down, this could cost me some money. But I definitely will not go red on the day today. Absolutely not. If I peak 214 on this trade, that could be a banner day for me today. Come on. Still have a baby share size on AVGO. Seeing if we take out the high of session for breakout. Michael P, hate to leave, not Big Green Monday. Nice, Michael. Heck yeah, man. Congrats.
Yep. Super. Okay, traders, those of you that are in the AMD trade here with DVG, I think it looks great all the way up to 215. You have to get through that VWAP line. Wow, Boeing starting to run now.
I really need to lift off right now, Scott. It's making me nervous. I don't like that it keeps rejecting this 210 area now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot more market selling versus buying. So like you'll see limit orders on the sell side, and then you'll just see big old market dumps. I think, well, you know, heck, you're up 27% on a name like AMD, and there's a lot of people that own AMD back at like $160, $150, heck, even less than that. And you wake up today, you're up, you know, 40 points. Think about that. If you just like, if you're a big hedge fund shop and you wake up today and you got, let's just say, 4 million shares on AMD and you're up 40 points, do that math. Well,
traders, I'm out. All shares AVGO. I'm totally flat right now.
Nice. This
With
AMD trade.
Hood, sorry, I've got hood long.
Scott, this one can hurt me if we tank.
Yeah, I don't know, DBG. I think we're going to be pretty stable here. We've been flat on AMD for how many candles here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles here. Looking at 30 minutes of kind of flat trading. Your downside is 205. Upside, boy, oh boy. Yeah, I mean, you get past, you're going to have to pick up in the market, but you get past the that VWAP at 214 and, you know, sky's the limit. Could be a huge trade.
Q's now taking off. Right over the 200. 200 and the VWAP sitting right at the same spot. No love on AMD yet. AVGO, I'm still waiting for the breakout. I want to see a 345 plus print on that thing because I've got only my runners left. Oh, man. I might have to trim it, Scott. It's not much, but it's, I just don't want to.
What, the AMD trade?
Yeah.
What's your entry?
Well, it's a mix. Yeah.
Okay.
208.88 is where I started. I added at 209.50-ish, 209.44. And then I just went full share size over 209. 209.24. So right now, definitely a red trade, but I'm hoping for a big spike to the upside, not the downside. If it does, actually, let me put a tight stop here. 207.20. And if that happens, I may get back. I don't know. What would that be? $1,600. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Meanwhile, Boeing now stretching to the top, about ready to break out. If you're tracking Boeing at all, that pre-market high is 218.90. So anything over 219 on Boeing would be extra special. Like I said, Boeing gets over 220, it's a different ballgame, really.
This Oracle trade has been just kind of negligible. I haven't even been watching it. It's just been dancing in the background. Come on, AMD. AMD. AMD.
You got this. You got it.
AMD.
AMD and Hood. Yep, there goes Boeing. Watch 219 Boeing.
Did you go for it? Or no?
I have not. No. I bet we see 220.
I've got 219.65 a level on BA. On my side, just like a high volume area. Cue the disclaimer. I need to see a 210 plus on AMD like ASAP. I might have to trim AMD, guys. I do not like this movement. I just don't want to be out too early because I'm in the position now, but
Wow, look at Boeing go.
there was 219.65. It tagged it, didn't it? Yeah, 219.80. That should break out now. Boeing. Still in the AMD trade, guys. Come on, 210. So I can put the risk behind me.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Someone's sitting at 209.80 right now.
Come on, Hood.
Anybody in AMD? And the crew?
One time. You're going to get it here. I know you will.
Fingers crossed, man. I'm
210 pop. You know what it'll be? If you see the 210 pop come in here and volume with that 210 number, I think 2-3 points easy here. My opinion.
What do we have out there on YouTube land? Anybody? There's the 210 pop. Let's go. I'm looking for 214 at least. And I'll take some off. Yes. Yes. Yes.
You'll see
come on.
That building candle now with volume.
I'm taking the rest of AVGO off. That's all right. Winning trade all around on that one. Still have my 3 contracts. I'm up $1 now on the Apple put options that I have left. Guys, AMD, let's go. Jeff, good. I'm telling you, like, so we're running to the 55 SMA right now at 211. If we get that party involved, I'll feel a lot better about this position. Let's go. 213 and change. If we get anywhere into 214, it's what I really, really want. But we just tagged 211.26 on this high of this candle on a 1 minute. We're in the 211 print. Come on, guys. Let's go. We're making money now. No partial yet. I'm waiting for the VWAP. 215 would be amazing, but let's see if we get a little a nice pump. If we start rejecting around here, I will be forced to take some off.
When you take some off, and then later today when it hits 220, you'll be sitting there going, "Oh my gosh!"
Don't tell me that, Scott. Yeah. Don't do that.
I think right in front of you. I mean, two things that come to mind just as a trader looking at this. 210 was important, right? Because that breaks out that 6 candle, 7 candle sideways move, and then the VWAP right in front of it, right at that 214. You get through that, that's the next hurdle, and then sky's the limit, really.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's sitting at if you look at the initial pop, part of the reason too I was watching this level earlier today, trying to be patient, is the initial pop put us around this 208 to, let's call it 211 level before rejecting pre-market. Then it consolidated, and then once it got over this level, it moved up to that 220 and change. So the 220 and change could be a little bit of that optimism, right? But clearly people are taking profits off this thing, which I don't blame them. But now I might be forced to trim, guys. That's too bad. Look at how gross that is. Look at how gross that is.
Yeah, you hit that 220 now on Boeing, and off it goes, right?
No, AMD, what are you doing? I might be kicking myself for not taking profit at 211. Oh, that's brutal, Scott. Mm-hmm. Wow. Went from a nice green trade to now we're red again. Oh well. You know what? I'm gonna trim it, guys. I just don't want to risk a dump here. There we go. And then I'll exit the overall trade. I'll exit 207.20. So right now, technically 2 losing trades on AMD, but that stings a little, Scott.
Yeah, I hear you. Thought for sure we'd start to run, huh?
Yeah, I don't like giving back. I mean, we had great trades on AVGO. Oracle's just doing whatever. I'm not even watching that one at this point. Oh well. No complaints. No rule number 17. No crying in the casino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, starting to see that down move here across the board, with the exception of Boeing.
You know what? Shoot, I forgot to bring it up. Palantir was one I was watching actually last, like on Friday. I don't know if you guys saw that dump from 186 down to, what is that, 170? I think there's some concern about their funds because they're tied to the government predominantly. A lot of their contracts are. During a shutdown, during budgets, which I think is kind of interesting because that's the one thing they'll always budget for is defense. They might cut it a little bit, but when they say cut it a little, like, hey, we're going to cut it by 4%, it's still like hundreds of billions of dollars. So it's kind of interesting, especially the talks of like, you know, the Golden Dome and blah, blah, blah. I'm putting a hard stop on AMD 207.20 for the remaining position I have. If we break that, unfortunately, I will get that. Oh my gosh, just like that, out. Oh no. Oh well. Oh well. I may not trade another one just because I gave back some money there on AMD for sure. Still green on the day, just not as green as I'd like to be. I'm really surprised though on BA though. Like that setup, I feel like that's got your name all over it. Pre-market high, tagged it right there. What is that? About 218.50. That's the breakout move, but I'm actually starting to notice those a lot more. And I'm like, hey, Scott would take this trade, and then I end up taking them like we did on Rigetti on Friday. Made a ton of dough on that one. Friday was actually a great trading day for me. Ironically, Fridays, I was doing, just looking back, Friday is my usually the worst day of the week for me.
I don't think you're alone in that. I think a lot of traders would probably say that.
Which is interesting because like Friday was one of my best days.
Yeah.
I mean, this past Friday anyway.
We need to look back though and see how it really is. If over time that Friday is not that good.
My best days are usually Wednesdays and Tuesdays. For those of you guys who are not journaling your trades, I highly recommend you do, to know that type of that data point in how you trade. Scott, I'm telling you right now, if AMD goes to like 215 right now,
it's going to go to 220. We'll see. I mean, listen, in general, it's been flat for about an hour. You know, in general, you did have that pop over 210, which I think you did the right thing. I don't know, Clifton. I'm gonna say mine is either Wednesday or Thursday. Clifton, is there a way that we can see the results? I mean, I know we do a lot of the posting, and I'm sure that you get the results, but is there a way that we all get them, or that we can?
Yeah, I think it posts up in our up where we post the alerts. Once the poll is closed,
oh, okay,
post the results up there.
I got you.
Yeah, there it is. So we've got 25% Monday, Tuesday, 50% Wednesday, 0% on Thursday and Friday. Interesting.
Yeah. Got it, Clifton. Thank you.
Oh, no. You know what? I can't even watch AMD anymore because I'm going to be tempted to get back in the trade, and it's going to mess me up. It already got me twice. Third time's a charm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right on, Jeff. Good luck. 207. I know you meant to type, not 107. That's all right. Yeah, market's kind of slowing down a little bit. I actually had this OKLO trade from earlier. Nice pump, but now it's pulling back. So maybe seeing some softening there. AMD, you dirty dog, you. I mean, I would have loved to grab like some options, but the fact that they're up 25,000%, hard pass. Because that means literally at any moment in time they can go, you know what? That $2 premium that we baked in there, because you're 20 points off. I'm just looking at the $230 call options. They're up at $2.60 right now.
When do they expire?
Friday.
Okay.
But like that's almost 100% premium. Almost. I would say those options should be worth probably 15 cents for being 20 points out of the money. But because of this huge move in the volatility IV level going up, the Greeks are in favor of that collecting premium. So that's the other thing to consider is I wonder how many, I don't know if it's retail traders or hedge funds that had call options that were out of the money like that. Maybe, who knows, they could be out to like November and they probably would dump them today because you're up 26,000%. Maybe they had a, $210 strike out in November. And I'm sure I could probably look it up. It would have been easier to do that before the market opened. But that would be my guess. I imagine people probably had them expiring at the end of this month, maybe up at $200, and you wake up at 220. So you're, I mean, regardless of time, you would dump those because you'll never get that level of premium unless it goes to like 270, 260. So the joys of options trading, there's definitely other aspects other than just strike price and contracts, and there's definitely math behind it. That's why they're called derivatives. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, right on, Jeff. Cool. I got you. You're gonna hang on until 220, man, Jeff? I hope you get it, man. I just got stumped twice on the darn thing, and it stings a little bit. But we're still green on the day. I'm not complaining. This Oracle trade, though, I might dump it here. We'll see if I can get a little more love today. But looks like it's hanging out here. I'll wait. It's just right at the 200 EMA right now, give or take. So if it continues to fail to the downside, then I'll dump it. Tesla is up to 446. I could be interested in maybe shorting that. I just won't because we're pushing higher. I think there's some optimism around. I think they said he's making like a spinning rim or something like that. I don't know. I kind of glanced at that headline. I'm sure I could find it. Teases Tuesday event. His focus shifts to affordable EVs. Okay. Oh, and that's right. Some martial arts thing with Optimus, the robot. I guess it was doing some like cool moves. Jeff, you're watching 1 minute candles, stream on the first red candle. You're talking about for AMD, right? Well, I mean, now it looks good for like it's over the 200 EMA. Now it's bounced. I mean, this is where if it's going to bounce, this should be it. But coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? I mean, markets can be irrational longer than we can all be solvent. I can assure you that. But good luck, Jeff. I seriously hope you get it. Like it's in the 210s now. Man, Scott, can you send me some tissues, please?
Well, you're not out of the woods yet, though, because it was there already. So we'll see what happens here.
Frank, MU gap. Let's look at Micron real quick. MU. Ooh, man, I can't believe this thing got to 201 today. Wow.
Now down 189.
Oh, Jeff, you gotta be. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm on to you. You wait till I get stopped out, and then you take the trades, huh? You're like, oh yeah, DVG, good call out. Let me just wait till he gets out of the trade. Oh man, nice, Jeff. I really hope you get the push to 215, man. I can't touch it. Should have held on a little longer, but the discipline kicked in, and I'm not mad at it. It's okay. But I really, really hope you get that push, man. Yeah, 187.83 on MU. Frank is the close on Micron MU. I'm barely hanging on to Oracle. If it gets below that candle that just printed, I'm going to dump it. But maybe we bounce right here. I'll be patient. Tell you what, Scott, we haven't had one of our members on in a while. We should probably do that. What do you think?
I agree.
Maybe we could get some volunteers if you guys can. Maybe reach out to Clifton. Clifton, if you don't mind posting your email address in the chat. If you'd like to, share a little bit about yourself, your story, how you trade. Look, we've got a lot of great traders in the room, but we'd love to do like a community highlight and have someone on. Scott, do you agree? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the way we get to know each other, right? I mean, we're not always, and you take the mic. You don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. If you want to be on camera, great. I would love to have you. But again, that's That's going to be up to you. And we'd love to learn more about the traders. I usually do the interview, and DVG can do it as well. It's just really asking some questions, and it's just background information, where you're from, how long you've been trading, best day, worst day, what's your trading style, what do you tell new traders, and all that kind of fun stuff that we can all learn from. So if you want to do that and be part of the room and give back to the room, that's the key, right? We say it so nonchalant. Hey, I'm giving back to the room. Well, are you really giving back to the room? So
yeah, it's definitely not. It's no pressure, right? I mean, it's something that I think we all benefit from that, right? So if you're open to it, again, as Scott mentioned, it's not a hey, let's bust open your trading journal and share it to the world, right? It's literally a get to know you, how long you've been here. You could be brand new, or you could be here for years. But I do definitely like to get to know our community members, because we do. We got a great room full of knowledge, and it's always good to get a perspective. Look at AMD at 212 now. Oh boy, Jeff, congratulations to you, my friend. Congratulations. I am excited for you and upset at myself. Okay, let's look around. What else we got? Palantir, no, I won't take that. I'm going to be done, I think, Scott.
Yeah.
I don't see anything else out here that I would want to jump in on. All right, Jeff, I'm counting on you to use that tip us button again. If you tip us or send us $5, that'll cover my commission fees on AMD, maybe. Very nice. Look at it go now. 214 is a reality now, for sure. What's your target, Jeff? Other than high of day. Oh, all good. Yeah, good target. Are you gonna partial and let it run, or are you gonna just take it all off, Jeff? I mean, it looks good. It's on the move. So VWAP for sure. It looks like we're gonna probably get in and around there. So it looks like 214.50 ish. That said, we're seeing. I'm glad we're out of the AVGO trade, but Q's not really doing a whole lot, and it's getting rejected at 607.16, which was the all-time high we put in on the 2nd of October. It's kind of an interesting level to watch. Probably HFTs, high-frequency traders, keeping an eye on that level. I actually am okay with maybe call or put options above or below that 607.16 line. Only reason I think markets could continue to push higher is that all government data will continue to be postponed to be released until government shutdown is over. And we're like now going in on, what is this, day 4, 5? Well, I suppose if you count the weekend, 6 or 7. But there is that quote unquote uncertainty, but because there's that uncertainty, the overall momentum of markets is up. So if you can, why not push them higher, right? So I think that's the exuberance that if we come back from a government shutdown and the news comes, real news starts kicking in, I think the dual mandate for Jerome Powell is probably going to ease on the inflation side of things, just from what I'm gathering. So now it's just focused on jobs, and with the looming potential layoffs of this government shutdown, that could be no bueno for those jobs numbers. So I don't know. A lot of potential for a rate cut or a rate hike coming up in the near future. We shall see. There's that AMD move. Jeff, you the man. Oh,
like I said,
Scott.
220 coming. I know.
I am kicking myself right now. That would have been $4,000 right there. Oof. Oh, well. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Just looking around for now. Your Boeing trades up at 221 now, Scott.
Yeah. Cranking up. Like I said, that 220 was a breakout. So
I want to short Tesla here, Scott. I'm going to go for it. Small size. 443.70 just got filled. Market order. Small size. Stop will be high of day. And it's a baby size position. So if I give back, a few bucks, I don't mind. I don't know. The cues look like people are open to selling because of that uncertainty we just talked about. But if I'm a bull in this market right now, I'm waiting for all the retail traders to stack up their shorts right now and then just run them over. Awesome trade, Jeff, for sure, man. Who was it that was talking about AMAT earlier? Someone said they took an early partial. No such thing. No such thing. Banking profits is how you stay profitable in this business. So congrats if you did take the trade and you made some dough. Who was that, by the way? Who was that? Where are they? Frank, our buddy Frank. Jeff taking some off 212. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to add a little more on Tesla if we break the VWAP. So call it 443. Right now, it's such a baby-sized position. It's like, nah.
So it hit its head on the VWAP. Now where does it go, right?
Yep. Just shy of the VWAP. So it's, 213.59? It's pulling back almost 2 points. No ad on Tesla. Probably should have gone long on Tesla there instead of short, but I think that's going to do it for me, Scott. We're coming up on 11. I've got this small short on Tesla. I still have, Oracle floating around. It's a small loser right now, but I don't mind maybe even holding on to this. Only because it's one of those names when you think of Stargate, that big AI project that's happening out in Texas. A lot of this momentum with AMD, obviously OpenAI, their dev. What are they calling it? Dev Day, I think. Yeah, Dev Day. So if you want to, look that up, OpenAI Dev Day. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern, and so I think if anything gets announced there, you're gonna. I mean, look what happened to AMD, right? So any kind of announcement during then probably worth keeping an eye on. I'll probably keep my ear to the news around that time just to see what's happening. I actually signed up to listen into it as well. So I may just listen to that on the background at 1 o'clock. Got some things to take care of here around the house. And yeah, overall though, green day. Two losing trades on AMD, unfortunately, gave some money back there. But huge trade on AVGO today that really put some money in the coffers for us this morning. So, Scott, I'm gonna leave you alone for the duration here. If that works for you, and we'll see everybody at the Open tomorrow.
Yep.
Till then, cheers. God bless.
Yep. Enjoy, my friend. You know, on DVG's trade, I think, you know, you did the right thing. You know, we walked through most of the trades here in the room, and, you know, when you have set stops in place and you're trading what you see and it's not going your way, you have to take those, regardless if the stock takes off or not. You have to just be able to own it and sleep with it and say, you know what, that's what it was, and put the day behind you. Right, put the day behind you and say, you know what, I had a decent trading day, could have been really good, but took an opportunity, and that's what you got to give DVG props for. You know, you take the opportunity, take the bull by the horns, increase your share size, try to get that home run, and I think he played everything correctly. You know, he had money made, right? And you know, we always say pay yourself first. He had money made, but decided to wait on it a little bit, which I probably would have done as well with that 215 target. And I think to myself right now, I think AMD will see 220 today. So. But just my opinion. But, you know, again, do you want to wait all day? Do you want to sit here and stare at your screen all day long? Probably not. So, yeah, good for you, Jeff. Hopefully it runs to past 215. All you have is that VWAP, right? Just watch my chart. If you have your VWAP on your chart, it's right there. You know, here's the thing. We opened up a couple like 200 points higher. The Dow broke down. The NASDAQ, you know, I mean, it shed half, but we're sitting here, and we've been sitting here. If you pull up, here you go. Let's do this. We'll put where Tesla is because I'm not trading Tesla today. Put where the triple Qs are. Look at this. This garbage here for the last hour. We haven't done anything. Have not done anything. That's why I just say be patient, you know, unless we get a breakout or a breakdown here. Getting some traction now on the NASDAQ here to run higher. Traders, that's going to do it for me too. I'm going to hold off here. I'm going to watch these markets. If we get a push forward this afternoon, I'll come back into the room. But right now, I'm not going to babysit anything. I'm going to go home a small winner here on a Monday. But then we'll be back again tomorrow on Tuesday to tackle these markets. Hopefully this market gets in gear again today and we see the follow through, right? That would be key today. If we get the follow through in the market, sets us up for a wonderful Tuesday, and then the start of the week should happen and get going. Again, we are in the midst of a government shutdown, so the numbers that we're anticipating coming out are not. So the market is really standing on its own, doing its own thing, and that's okay. That's a good thing. So I'll see you later. Clifton, thank you so much. Traders, appreciate it. DBG, the rest of the team, God bless you all. Godspeed. I'll see you all tomorrow morning at the open right here in the 44 Trading Room. Thank you.